What's up, everyone? Thanks for coming out to another episode of, what is it? I think we're on episode 22 of Gene Wars, huh?
We're up there, yeah.
Yeah, get up there.
22nd. Man,
it's been a hot minute. Shoot, and Halloween, it'll be 1 year, so it's going to be awesome. Can't wait. We got some awesome guests over here. We got Cold-Blooded Critters. How are you doing today?
Oh, we're doing good.
Nice.
Well, excellent.
Yeah, it's good to have you on. Will was sitting here talking, and he's like, yeah, we got to get them on. And I said, you know what? That sounds really good. Let's do that. So we're super excited to have you on.
Yeah, he's kind of been bugging me for a while on that.
Yeah, he has, for sure. He's told me I'm hitting him up again. So, yeah, we're super excited to get you guys on here, definitely.
I am. Yeah, for sure.
Well, I'm excited too. It's the first one we've ever done. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I'm
We'll
good with
gentle.
talking with people like it shows and talking about snakes, it shows, but when they come over and look and buy or whatever, then I can talk, but just talking. I'm getting a lot better at it, but still I have a hard time just talking to people because people are not snakes.
Yep. Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, I agree. It's hard, man. I'm always in there in the reptile room and everything if I'm not working when I get the time, and just always looking at the snakes. Even this morning I woke up and I got a order in yesterday, a shipment, so that was like instantly I'm just over there checking on them and everything. So
right. Yeah. We got our freezer for our the food that we eat is also down here. So she'll send me down to go, hey, go get a roast out. And 45 minutes later, I come back up and she goes, did you get lost again? I go, yeah, I was looking at snakes. Did you get to me? Oh, darn. I'm going back.
You get sidetracked a lot when the snakes are moving around and stuff. And then it's like, are we going to have dinner tonight? And he's like, oh, I forgot that.
Right. Hey, I can't blame him though. In all fairness, I mean, I'd be doing the same thing. Especially if my food was right there by him. It's like, hey, there's some beautiful looking snakes, and they're crawling around looking like they need somebody to look at them, and enjoy them. So,
yeah, especially this time of year, you're always going, I wonder if that one ovulated, or are they locked up, or did it eat? And then
exactly.
it just goes on from there.
Yeah, we have pigs that we need to pull, and
yeah, we opened up a drawer the other day, and it was unexpected that this girl already laid. But yeah, she laid. I'm like, the incubator's not even hooked up yet.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, that's one thing I slipped up on this year. I didn't unplug the incubator, and it's still been going. So I was gonna unplug it. I'm like, well, what's the point now? Because I could be having some eggs drop anytime, so I might as well keep it going. Yeah, definitely next year I need to get that unplugged and stuff. Make sure. So you guys got some gorgeous snakes right there.
What did you?
This is my special lady bee that we only take to expos, and so the little kids can play with her and touch her. She's never been bred. She is just one we take to expos just for kids.
She's probably been handled by thousands of kids.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
awesome. So that sounds like that's your mascot right there.
Yeah, she's my baby.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like we were talking backstage, and you had mentioned that, and it's like, like I was saying, there's, I got probably those 5 or 10 snakes that are really good that I could trust around people and know that they're not gonna to bite or anything like that. But there's always like that 1 or 2, like that one that you got that's really, you just know is just absolutely not gonna ever harm anybody, no issues, and that's the one that just kind of represents you guys in a way, and that you showcase and like being able to educate people and show that off to them.
Yeah. So they don't have to be scared of snakes, you know, just because they're snakes doesn't mean that they're going to bite them or whatever. I mean, that's their defense mechanism. You got to tell people that too, you know. Anything with a mouth is going to bite.
Can bite.
Absolutely.
And you know, a dog or a cat or anything, you know, it has a mouth, it's going to bite no matter what. That's their defense mechanism.
Yeah.
So,
And then with all the, I'm going to say bad publicity,
publicity.
Publicity.
Yes, with snakes.
With the spider gene, that's got spider in it.
And she's
And it's-
just fine. She just, I mean, she loves kids. She just crawl around them like a big baby. She's never done anything defensively.
And that's the thing that, you know, like you said, the spider gene, it gets a lot of bad rap for the, you know, way it is, and it's unfortunate because it's such a really beautiful snake. That gene is amazing, and to sit there and see the, you know, hate that it gets and everything for just a few snakes that come out with that issue, right? It's not like they're all gonna, oh, it's gonna come out with a wobble, and you know, there's only a few of them that do come out that way. A lot of them do come out fine and have no issues at all. And man, that does so much to any gene, any combo, any gene that you put with that. Man, spider is such a nice gene. It does so much great work.
I'll pull out our girl here. Her name is Wednesday, and she's a pastel spider just like this, but she's got calico in her, and
Nice.
she's Heifer Jolifexanthic. And see the big difference.
That's the
Speaking
mom to
Will's
one of my
language.
snakes. That's the mom to one of my snakes, actually.
Nice.
That big difference right there. And I'm gonna get your head. Where's the camera? There it is.
There you go.
That's so beautiful. I like all, and that's the thing with any snake, especially say calico or spider, that high white, that is so beautiful. And that's what hurts, man. If you, just a spider is beautiful, but if like a spider calico, oh, that's off the charts right there.
Right.
Yep.
That's
Oh,
a whole
the snake has
nother
got
level.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, wrapping up around the deal here.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm
Wednesday
going to be the cameraman.
Such a great one too. I mean, we take her out and handle her all the time,
Yeah.
and she's just so calm, just like this one.
She doesn't go to shows though, because we're always breeding her.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Did it start with ball pythons?
The breeding or my snake love?
Your snake love. We'll go with that one.
I remember liking snakes from the beginning of time. When I lived in Florida, my parents never allowed me to have snakes. Now,
and then when you
if you were to pick which is the easiest snake to catch between venomous or non-venomous, I'm going to say the venomous. The venomous kind of stand their ground or stay there. The non-venomous, they go away real fast, like a king snake, milk snake, right? So when we lived in Florida, I was in 4th and 5th grade, and I would catch eastern diamondbacks and cottonmouths, and I believe they were copperheads. But I caught them all the time, and I'd bring them in the house, and I'd keep them as pets up until the point Mama found them.
and what about your fertilizers?
And then we moved to Brazil, same thing. I wasn't allowed snakes. So I caught a fertilance. And I had that. I was at 16 years old and free handling a fertilance, which is not the smartest thing. Yeah, nobody would let me have a boa constrictor, right? So anyway, Mama found out again, and that one had to go down the road.
And that's why we have 300 snakes now, because his mom wouldn't let him have snakes as a kid.
Yeah, and I'm glad Will brought that up, because that was kind of a question that I had, was where did it all start from, your passion and love for reptiles and to get one. So I'm taking it was kind of at that point where you were seeing them out and catching them is where you kind of just fell in love and that passion for them.
Yeah, I've always liked them, and my mom would let me have lizards because they're reptiles, and I would have those, but they just never did it for me. I like
Right.
lizards, but as far as like that, whatever that connection or whatever it is I get with the snakes, it's like I really like snakes. So in 2020, it might have been early 21, I actually bought my first boa constrictor, and I always call that my first legal snake because there's a boa constrictor and not a venomous.
Right.
And I bought that, and she actually just passed away last summer. And
Oh,
she
man.
was a big girl. And she never got very big length. I think she was somewhere around 7 foot, but she was big and friendly, and anybody can hold her. And she never got bred either. She was just a family pet, right? But
why did you get into snakes in general?
why did I get into them? Why did I start breeding? Okay. My son was not doing very good in school, and he asked for red-headed agamas. And I said, all right, you get your grades up and start doing good, and we'll get the red-headed agamas. And then you're going to have to tell me how to take care of them, so I know that you know and you did your research, right?
Mhm.
He said, okay. And then I thought, well, darn it, now I got to do some research because I never heard of a red-headed agama. So I look them up. Yeah. So I look them up, and I did all the research, and they weren't very expensive. I think we paid like $6 a piece, and then like $50 shipping and handling. We get him to the house after he's done doing good, and we're doing that, and I'm doing all this more research, and in one of the, I think it was king snake, off to the side column, it had a deal that said Snake Bites TV. So I looked at that, and I was like, well, that's pretty cool. And then I seen the snake that I absolutely wanted, which was an Exantic spider pastel ball python. At that
Nice.
time, they were around 10 grand.
Yeah.
So I bought an Exantic female and then a bumblebee pastel spider, who ended up being so low expression calico you couldn't tell. He was actually the father of Wednesday. So she was out of my first hatch in 2013. And so that started all. It's like, okay, if I get this, I can breed and get that. Oh, awesome. This is cool. So that's where the collection began.
Nice.
Not really what I
That's-
started.
It's not what I started.
What are some of the things that are most challenging and rewarding from breeding ball pythons?
The most rewarding thing is that at the same time I was looking up the snakes and figuring out the different genetics and whatnot, I was in the need to stop drinking alcohol. And at one point, I made the decision that if I'm going to keep drinking, I can't have the snakes. If I'm going to have the snakes, I can't drink.
Right.
And at the time I was drinking, I was probably drinking about $20,000 a year. And I was like, well, if I have the snakes, they'll at least pay for themselves and I won't be out 20 grand every year. So I've been clean since 2012, and that kind of helped get the thing started. And by looking up all the genetics and studying them, it gave my mind somewhere to go versus the bottle. So I guess that's kind of the looking into them for my kid kind of got the idea going, but the needing to quit or die was kind of the deal here. That got it really going.
Yeah. And that's pretty cool, though. I mean, pretty smart what you did. You sat there and the kids getting bad grades. and go, well, you know what? I'm going to sit here and he wants something. Well, I'm just going to have a little opposition where it's like, all right, well, if you're going to sit here and want this, that's fine. I'll do that. But you're going to sit here and get those grades bumped up where they need to be. And then boom, we could sit there and work on that for you. And so it was all awesome, man. And then it seems like now you're doing that and something that you like to do and enjoy now.
Yeah. Well, like I said, at the time, we still had our first boa constrictor, and her name was Red. And then we had an albino boa. So we did have those in the house, and then dogs, of course. But so we still had snakes with us. But the whole getting into everything, and then the kids bought their own snakes so they could try their own breeding projects and whatnot, and it became a whole thing. And now all the kids are gone, and it's just us. And so every time we have babies, and I'm going, oh, we need to keep that one. She goes, no. I go, oh, I need to buy that one. She goes, no. So I'm gonna tell you this, honey, right now in front of everybody, the entire world. Honey, this is the first time you're seeing this snake. This is a mainland reticket. She didn't even know we had any mainlands.
No, thanks for letting me know.
I
You
know.
thought that I was gone.
We're public. She can't yell at me.
Oh, so that's why you recognize
man.
this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He pulled a sly one in there.
Like, oh, surprise! We got one showing up at the front door. Or
Yeah.
you didn't know I bought that one? I thought I told you about that one.
Yeah. When I got the pied, let's see, albino granite pied that she didn't know about, her daughter actually told me, she goes, just put it in there with the collection somewhere, and she'll never know. You have so many, she doesn't know what you have. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. It works. She had no idea.
Mm.
So these are hints out there for everybody.
Nice.
He's lucky he has free reign to get whatever he wants.
Yeah.
You know, he has a lucky wife that doesn't matter if he gets one or not.
Automatic light went off. Yeah. I feel pretty lucky in that aspect. When people tell me that, oh, I can't get that, my wife said no. And I'm like, okay, I guess she's really the boss, not you.
No, I know how to control the money, but I know whatever makes my husband happy makes me happy. So
Nice. That's awesome.
Yep.
I hope my wife feels the same way. In fact,
Yeah.
I should probably do like you and tell her right now on live, like, hey baby, I just got this nice expensive snake, and then maybe she won't, attack me and beat me or anything like that.
yeah, see, I think that's why he saved it till now to tell me that he got this snake.
I
While I
did.
was gone.
Yeah. And by the way, there's 4 more that you don't know about.
Oh,
Okay, we might need to cut out this video and we'll have to go.
this
on
was
discussion.
Kevin's first and last live ever.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Kevin. I won't cut the live right now. I'll buy you some time. you got some time to build your plan up in your head and go, okay, what route do I got to take?
Yeah.
4 more when I was gone.
Well, I should have saved the other ones for a different podcast, but it was a whole group.
We bought 19 the other day.
20.
Well, 20 the other day, and now we got 4 more.
These were before that.
This was
Women?
before.
Just be prepared.
That sounds like me, but this was before.
That snake
Yeah.
attached. You're going to get those surprises all the time. And if you let them have the snakes, then they're not going to be run away from you because they want their snakes. So
Yeah.
just let women know
Yeah.
it's okay.
It's okay.
Let the men have the snakes.
Right? That I told my wife that the other day. I was like, I got these 4 coming, and she's like, how did you get those? And I was like, well, one I paid for a few months ago, and then I had credit for the other 3, which is true. But then there was another one that I still actually I just have to pay the shipping on, but there's another one I got to pay off too. So,
Here's
yeah,
one. If you ever end up going to a reptile expo show by yourself without your significant other. Now, I have never done this. I haven't. But you can always say, hey, that's the one I want. You can get it, and then tell her that it was like a $5 raffle and you ended up winning.
right?
No, do that. That's
No, I didn't do that.
no,
Somebody else can do that.
no. You be honest with your wife.
Yeah, okay. Be honest.
You won a free credit on the spin to win, like I did, which again was true. That is a true story.
See, you be honest. It's okay if you have more snakes than you need, but if it's one that you really want, your wife should understand.
Yeah.
Exactly, and that's the thing too. Like everything that I get, I have a purpose for, and I really like. I can't say, even if I have quite a few things. There's a lot of stuff that's 2, 3, 4, 5 genes, but I have a lot of stuff that's just 1 gene too. And I can't sit here and knock any of those genes. Like, even if it's just a single gene, I love that gene and it's got its purpose. And it's a very nice example of that. Like Will knows some of the stuff that I just got in the other day, yesterday. And like the calico sugar I got, man, he's super beautiful. Like, he's got that high white and everything perfect, what I want to add into a lot of my stuff.
Just a single gene?
Yeah, actually, he's not just a single gene. He is a possible OD, possible Spectre, and then there's another possible in there too on him. But he is visual as far as you could see, a pastel calico / sugar.
Okay.
See, and it's one you wanted, and
Yeah, it's one I wanted, and it's perfect. It's going to add so much to my stuff that I'm super excited and happy with. If just it was only calico, that would be absolutely fine with me. It wouldn't change anything. But any other added stuff is more than welcome too. I'm not going to keep anybody out. The more the merrier.
Right.
like my baby here,
Yeah.
find another one like her, I won't hesitate to say I want that one.
And a beautiful one at that too.
Yeah,
That's a question right there. What's your guys' favorite morph to work with, and what are you hoping to produce?
The favorite morph for the ball pythons is Exantic. And I have both Joliffe line and VPI. And I like the Joliffe line quite a bit better than the VPI. In fact, this will probably be our last year with the VPI. I might end up getting rid of it or selling it next year, but I really like the Joliffe line.
this is my favorite.
What is it about the Joliffe line that really strikes you and makes you like it better than like VPI?
I'm colorblind, and so the black and whites really stand out. And the black and whites, silvers, whatever, in the Exantic, between the Joliffe and the VPI, they stand out way more in Joliffe than they do in all the VPI stuff. And even stuff I've seen on other people's, tables and stuff. To me, it stands out a lot more.
And I like the oranges.
Yeah, she likes the oranges.
The orange ones really, really just drag me right to the color. I don't know why. That really dark orange.
Yeah,
color.
There was a.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was Mountain Man Constrictors had on their table. Let's see, it was a super orange dream. Something het pied.
It was so bright.
Yeah, so bright orange. I can't remember all the genes in it. And I almost bought it. because she liked it, but then she's like, no, we don't need it, whatever. And the next time I seen him, which wasn't, I think it was the next month at another show, I said, do you still have that? I want to get it. He goes, nope, that sold right after the show.
Oh
It's like,
man.
and I can't seem to find, I don't remember all the genetics in it besides Super Orange Dream and Het Pied, but
It was like literally like the
Enchi, had Enchi, Super Orange Dream. It was either Enchi or Super Enchi. Het Pied, that's what it was. And it was really, really bright.
That's my dream
That's-
snake.
I know everybody's got different taste and all that, but I still don't understand how you can't like an orange snake, especially if it's really bright or dark. That's really cool to look at, that contrast, that color. It's just, you could do so much with it.
With the normal pattern? Is that what you said?
I mean, with the pattern, I mean, Orange Dream does add that pattern, but with the color part or the
Right.
contrast, whichever way you want to go, dark or light. But yeah,
Yeah, it
the
was
color, I mean, it's
Like
so
the
awesome.
neon orange that Home Depot uses.
Let me get these guys.
Yeah.
That's how bright that orange was. And I was just like, oh my God, I love that snake. It just kind of like just drove me towards that color for some reason. I don't know why. And I didn't think it would match with anything that we have, but that color was just like, I just wanted it so bad.
This one here, let me get close. This is an ivory. It's probably not coming out, is it?
Yeah.
That's just, okay, there you go. There's an ivory. And then you add Orange Dream and Enchi to it. And where's the picture? And it's quite a bit different. It's real orange in person anyway. Let's see together. I don't know if you can see the difference, but
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can see
in
it.
person, you can tell them apart night and day. So
The orange of that one that I wanted was
yeah, and definitely not as orange. It's still got that lighter, the white tint to it.
That one looked like it was more kind of an eggshell white or something compared to the more brighter one.
Yeah,
but both really neat.
Yeah, and those two are siblings. So
okay,
they'll be on our table April 4th.
Yep.
What show are you vending at?
It's in Kennewick, Washington. What's the name of theirs? Do you remember?
It's Hunter Chef Builds.
Yeah.
It's Washington Reptile Show, something like that. Washington.
I believe
he just changed the name. I don't remember what it was. Or it is.
I don't know. I can't remember names. I just know the man.
Yeah. I know it's the one that's literally 5 miles from our house, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah. That's cool when you don't have to go too far, save all the gas mileage and no hotel, huh?
Yeah.
Last time. It's a triple win right there.
We usually do really good. So.
Yeah.
Nice. What's up, Benji? How you doing, buddy? So what genes do you guys work?
What genes do we work?
Let's see. Let's go with this right here.
Bull pythons, bull constrictors.
Genes, the genetics. So that one is that's the calico, Joliffe exanthic, tiger, het albino.
Nice.
I really like the calico with the exanthic. It makes it just, like I said, the blacks and the whites, bam, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And then that's perfect. All right, girl, watch out. So then we got a pastel calico exanthic. So she's a bit lighter. When they were babies, obviously they were totally different.
Yeah.
But
not much difference.
Now they're really close, but they're lighter there than they. Mm-hmm. They're really close. So
those are really nice.
Yeah. You could see the tiger influence in there.
Yeah. And then let's see, what's this one? He's got the tiger too, or he does. Here, buddy. There's a little male, Exantic calico, het for albino, tiger. Because Dad was a super tiger. Oh, get him. Keep forgetting where that camera is on this thing.
That's a really nice calico too. I like my calicos or sugars as high white as possible, but I like them all. If I could have it my way, like if I could have a high white one and a mid white and a very low white one, like actually I do. I have a few of them where there's one or one that calico that I have that her white isn't quite as high, but she's a very beautiful snake.
Where did she go?
Which one are you looking for?
The black one.
Pure black one?
Oh, no, I'll find it. I'm looking for a.
Hope everyone's having a good weekend too. Hopefully, everybody's got nice weather, not rain or snow or too much heat.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
The weather keeps changing all the time. It's like one day it's really hot, next day it's really cold, and
I know.
Yeah, it's what state are you guys in?
Washington.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, we're kind of the same over here in California. We have some very wild weather that is back and forth. It doesn't make up its mind what it wants to do. It's been hot, cold, hot, and now it's back to gonna be cold again with some rain. So
I know my daughter lives in Nevada, and it's like one day it's really hot, and the next day it's really cold, and one day she had snow, and
oh man,
so can't make up its mind.
Let's go, girl.
I think we're all caught up on the comments. Good.
Yeah. This one is a super cinnamon Jolifixanthic paradox.
Nice.
So cool.
Yeah, she is
so cool.
She is really cool. Let's see. Get some of those other markings on her.
Is there a possibility of any problems with the super cinnamons?
There is, but you'll know when and if they hatch out.
And kind of a low chance of it too, huh?
Yeah, though. I mean, if they hatch out with little kinks, or let's say I had one year that was so kinked up it never got out of the egg by itself, but it was so kinked up it never would have lived, and that was one.
Oh wow!
What's that fox about?
Puppies are out.
Super cinnamon Jolifixanthic.
That's really nice. I like that because I just got my. I've always liked cinnamon. I wasn't super strong, like big onto it, but I liked it and had some respect for it. And then I was going to get into the urban camo, which I think is cinnamon in there, but I just got my first cinnamon actually yesterday. So I was super excited to finally get into cinnamon.
Okay, we have a, is it cinnamon? No, he's going to be black pastel, which is similar to cinnamon, but black pastel, het red exanthic, pastel champagne. I'll get that guy out here in a second. This is a super fire, black-eyed Lucy. So we go for the white ones, then the black ones, because like I said, I'm colorblind. But
you said that was pretty one too. Fire? Yeah.
Doesn't the cinnamon and champagne? I know you're going to show it, but doesn't that both do each other justice?
Well, we take these to the show. Everybody thinks they're pieds. There is no pied in this whatsoever.
Yeah.
But look at that. Right.
That's what I would think of, like an exanthic pied with a paradox head or something. That's pretty cool. I like that.
And then I'll get the other guy. We got two of these guys. Where's he at? Here he is.
Mm-hmm.
And this is another one. So you can see the difference in the colorations. And then
Oh yeah,
he's also got like a paradox spot. This guy does.
Nice.
that is
That's
so cool.
This is more orange than
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah, I was
So you
gonna
got
say that
one-
one's super bright.
Yeah. So these two are. We actually had this guy on the table for sale at one point. And then he got bigger, and I'm like, well, we're going to breed him. So he's been breeding, and then this guy's been breeding for us.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, these are two that I think one of them's going to end up making it to our like our show snake, kind of like this one at some point, just because everybody wants to look at them. What is that? Oh, that's
Yeah.
a pied. No, it's not a pied.
Yeah. It can. I remember years ago, probably about 15 years ago, seeing stuff that looked pied like that, and it was hard to sit there and get it past my head, because I've known pied since I was a young kid for years, and it would fool me like, okay, wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. But we've got, let's see, I got 3 females that are all double head exanthic pied, and they are breeding this year to a pied head exanthic, and he's actually paradox. So he's got actually some of the exanthic in his pattern, which didn't even come out till last year.
Wow.
So hopefully we'll have exanthic pieds this year.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that head influence is pretty strong on it, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, he was really, really dark as a baby. And I was like, okay, I got to keep him because I know he's only possible head, but I think he is because he came from a double head to a double head pairing. And then I bred him to a big exanthic female, and he produced a whole pile of exanthics. So he's het for exanthic.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome. Odd gods were on your side.
Yeah. And then so I've been breeding those double head girls for what, 4, 5, maybe 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
This being the 6th year, and every year I get a clutch out of them, and every year I get pieds and exanthics. I had never hit the double in any of the clutches, so I'm like, man.
Yeah, hit some good, and then some you just get skunked, where it's like, man.
Yeah.
You'll get it. You'll get it.
Oh, definitely.
The first year I bred pieds, I had a female het for pied, and then I bought a male that was pied. So by the odds, you're only going to get 50% pieds, right?
Yeah.
When I was opening those up, because that was in my early years. Now I pretty much let them all pit by themselves. But opening them up, and then I had a pied. I had 5 eggs, a pied and a pied, and I was like, man, 2 pieds, the rest are going to be normal. The third one was a pied, and then a pied and a pied. So I got 5 pieds that year. That was awesome.
Oh, wow.
Nice score.
I know. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I got skunked on my het pied to het pied. I didn't get none, so I'm hoping on this triple head to triple head, I'm hoping get some good odds and hit that triple visual. At least a double.
Right.
So, do you guys have any memorable or funny experiences from an expo?
Which one? Go ahead.
Mm.
Well, we had one expo where the boy got so tired, and he was 16 at the time.
Yeah, and he fell asleep underneath the table.
Yeah, so he just put all the dog blankets under the table, curled up, and fell asleep under the table. Right there in the middle of the expo. Okay.
So we got
Nice.
a kid snoring underneath the table while we're trying to sell snakes. And
That's
He was-
awesome.
so tired of showing off snakes.
Yeah.
Or handling the snake for the kids, and he crawled underneath the table and went to sleep. And
Yeah, because he did enjoy going to expos, and then when people wanted to handle them, we'd send them to him, and he'd get her out and be like, "Okay." And he was good with the kids, and then I was still able to talk to potential customers at the table about stuff.
yeah, and then he got so tired, he was just like crawled underneath the table, and he was snoring so loud. Everybody's like, "What's that noise?" And I'm like,
It's
"My
a kid.
kid sleeping underneath the table."
You should have just told him it's one of the snakes sleeping.
Yeah.
It's the snoring snake. Selling it for $10K.
Yeah.
Yeah, not all of them do that, but this one does want to buy it.
You want to take one of our kids home with you? We only have 8 children.
Right.
You're taking one home with you.
I guess one of the most interesting ones that's popping in my head right now is we had six dogs. We had 6 dogs, and then all small ones. Let's see, there were 5 Chihuahua mixes and a Corgi. Her son came to that expo. It was the one in Hillsboro. It was last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, last year. No, maybe it was the year. But anyway, it was in Hillsboro. Her son lives close, and he comes to the expo, and he wants to take the Corgi on. That was, they got when he was younger and everything. So he took the Corgi home, and at the end of the show, we're all packed up, ready to go. We got the other 5 dogs in a crate, getting ready to haul them out to the truck. And this guy comes over and says, "I hear you got dogs for sale." I said, "No, these are all family dogs." He goes, "Oh, well, that's his parents."
His mother just lost her dog.
Yeah, that's what it was. And we were like, "Well, this one can go." That was our daughter's dog, and she didn't want it. And we're like, "Okay, this one can go." He goes, "All right, how much do you want for it?" And I said, "Well, I know you got a fire male boa constrictor that's old enough to breed. Let's make a trade." He goes, "Done." So I have a fire boa constrictor, and we're down 1 dog.
And they've been in contact with them since, and she's just, surviving, being an elderly woman, having a dog in her life, and that, she's being taken care of. And I think that's the greatest thing. We got a snake out of it, but I think the fact that an elderly woman got a dog that keeps her happy. And
Absolutely. It's a win-win situation.
yeah.
So now we still only have 4 dogs, and I've been told Hillsboro's coming up in it's the middle of April, and I've been told that we are coming home with all 4.
Yes.
Got the advance notice, huh?
Dogs to 4, so I think I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah. If I can have between 200 and 300 snakes, I guess you can have 4 dogs.
Yes.
Right.
You gotta give and take.
And by the way, she has come home with dogs before and go, "They were gonna kill it. I had to take it."
Yeah, I can't see people killing a dog. I'd rather.
I think that was just an excuse.
Yeah.
Oh, kind of like when I show up and I get home and we have 5 new snakes that I didn't know about.
We're on another topic.
Yeah, you see. So it's a good take thing. He lets me have my dogs, and I let him have his snakes. So
yes.
So it's a give and take. As long as everybody out there will let their significant other let them have their own passion on things.
Right.
But I love my snakes too. So as you can tell, she's my big baby. But I do love my dogs too. And I can't see a dog being left out on the freeway to die.
Oh yeah, no, I'm the same way.
I'm a sucker for dogs.
I am
too. Definitely. One
time
me and my wife, we were walking and there was a dog that there was an older couple, and they had hit the dog. It was late at night. It was just some random dog that was going down the road, and they hit it. And so I sit there and I told them, they were an older couple, probably in their 70s. I was like, hey, do you want me to just call this SPCA for you guys? And they're like, yeah. So they took off, and then I carried this big old like golden retriever lab, I don't know, big old 130-pound dog. We sit there and carried it all the way back down to our house. And so I called the SPCA and had them come out and helped her put the dog into the car, the truck and everything, so they could, you know, get it surgery and hopefully find the owner or whatnot. But yeah, I was like, I couldn't sit there and just let that poor dog sit there, you know. And then those people, you know, older couple, I know they really didn't know what to do. And
Right. Yeah, I can't do that with animals. I don't know how people can just leave them alongside the road or freezing in the middle of winter and
right.
just bring the puppy alongside the freeway. And we rescued quite a few.
Yeah, we actually had one pup, and she's right here down there. She, we got a call. Well, the daughter got a call.
Christmas Eve.
Like Christmas Eve. I don't remember. It was 4 or 5 years ago. From one of her friends at school, and said, "Hey, I found this pup, and my grandma won't let me keep it, and we've had it out. It's been outside for 2 or 3 nights already because grandma was letting him kind of take care of it and try to figure out
-0 degrees out.
Figure out where maybe it was lost from somebody's home.
Right.
It was outside, and we went and got her, and we still have her, but she was just a little
scrawny little thing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And she's a great little pup. And we've always had her. And
yeah, I still call them all pups. Actually, you're not a pup no more, but
no,
Right.
well, they're all pups because they're little. And you know, I'll take any stray in if nobody can take care of it. And rather be a snake. We've taken in a bearded dragon.
Yeah.
If someone couldn't take care of it anymore. We've taken in a turtle.
tortoises.
Anybody who can't take care of an animal, you know, we're willing to take it in and either keep it ourselves or rehome it to somebody that can take care of it. And that's, you know, don't want animals out there that can't be taken care of, you know.
Right.
And if you're in a spot where you can't take care of the animal anymore, you know, call somebody that can take care of it and know how to rehome it to somebody that knows how to take care of it and educate them on how to take care of an animal. That's the biggest thing, you know. I just don't want animals out there dying because you don't know how to take care of it. You might as well contact somebody that knows how to take care of an animal and can rehome it to somebody or take care of it themselves.
Yeah, it's like the 20 snakes that we just picked up last weekend. All but 6 of them. The 6 were rosy boas, and all the rest were king snakes, milk snakes, corn snakes.
And her husband died.
Yeah, but they're so skinny. I talked to another fella, and he said, it might take close to a year to even get them up to where they look healthy, you know.
But
I look at them every day, and I'm like, every morning, every night, if I'm home middle of the day, I'm like, are you still alive? Because that's how bad they look.
But we want to make sure that they're taken care of and get fed up to where they need to be. And, you know, like people are in that circumstance, you know, please call and reach out to somebody that knows about snakes or any kind of reptile. You know, don't let the animal suffer. That's one thing you do not want. You know, just because you don't know how to take care of it, or, you know, your loved one died and they're the ones that took care of the snakes or the reptiles or whatever. Just reach out to somebody, and somebody's going to know somebody that can help you out.
Yeah.
You just don't want them. You don't want anybody to, they're like human beings too, they need to be taken care of.
They got feelings. Oh yeah.
Yep.
So if you want to go back to the whole like, a lot of people don't think snakes have feelings or whatever. They don't know who you are type of deal.
They do.
That boa constrictor that I had for 25 years, she would actually, like, for example, if I was sitting up on a couch and I had her in my lap, and my daughter come through the door, she'd come in, sit on the other couch, that snake's tongue would start flickering. And then all of a sudden, she just slowly climbed off of me, crossed the floor, and went and curled up in my daughter's lap. Every time. So it's like, yeah, she knows who you are. And she knows when you're here. She can smell you. And as soon as I said that, of course, my daughter goes, I don't stink. That's not what I meant.
They just know the demeanor. Like this one, she knows me and she will just snuggle with me and she'll fall asleep on me and they know.
That's true though, because actually I have a lot of snakes. I mean, there's some that will just quite a bit of them that will just take off and do their own thing when I put them on the ground. But I'll be sitting there and pull the snakes out and let them just roam around doing their thing. And there's quite a few of them that will come over and crawl right next to me and under me, my legs and lap and all that. It's like, they just kind of like a dog. It's just, hey, what's up? Like my pit bull that used to just come sitting in my lap like he was a big lap dog, it's like, that's just kind of what they do. It's pretty neat.
Yeah. That was one of the questions. That was one of the questions I had. Here's one that's kind of on the same level, but just a little bit more of a twist to it. So, like, how do you guys handle common misconceptions or fears people have or might have about snakes when they come up to your booth when you're vending?
Well, I think first thing we always tell them, anything with a mouth is going to bite.
Can bite.
And if you are, I don't know, I always tell them if you have that fear, then they're going to feel it when you're trying to touch the snake. They know
they can sense that.
They sense it, and
just like a dog can, and that's kind of something everybody knows. The dog can sense. Well, they can too.
Yeah,
right.
So that's what I always tell them. If you have fear, they're going to feel that from you. If you can take that fear away, then you're going to be able to touch the snake, and once they calm down, and I'm like with her, I have her, and then they can see that, and they can touch her, and then that fear kind of goes away. And like, you just gotta, take that fear away. It, like anything, like I said, anything with a mouth can bite at some point, whether it be a dog, cat, whatever. Same with a snake, it's gonna sense that fear in your body. Same with a dog or cat or whatever. Even rats. I mean, people have rats for.
Yeah, and that's. I raised rats, and I hate touching rats. I hate dealing with rats. It's like those are. Yeah, I can handle a snake all day, but rats, oh God, it just freaked me out.
I agree. I'm the same way. I'm cautious around them. I had one bite me one time, a female, and she had her babies around, but still, it was kind of one of those things where it freaked me out because I've always been kind of sketchy and fearful of them. And then she went and did that, and it's like, yeah, you just kind of put that fear back in me.
Right. One thing I found out when I was breeding, if I had a female like that one that I did have one that bit me once, and she was a good breeder, but she bit me enough times that I decided she's going to get fed off. And if you have a biter and you feed it off and you're only breeding the ones that are not biters, you end up with babies that are not biters. And that's just, they wouldn't even, like the babies on that one, when they got up to, weanling size and a snake wrapped them, they would try to bite. But babies on my females that were not biters, as soon as that snake wrapped it, it didn't try to bite. It just tried to get away. It was totally different.
So yeah, we got a lot of people to calm down and be able to hold a snake and get over that fear, of it's going to bite you. But if you have that fear, then of course it's going to show in your body tenseness. If you can calm down and just pet the snake and then slowly hold the snake, and then that fear goes away. And
yeah. And then the other thing I tell everybody about it is a snake bite, other than from a venomous or a few male adult retics that I've seen, hurts less than a dog bite or even a cat scratch.
Right.
And I mean, I've been bit by the ball python. I had one bite me and wrap me, and it was before work. And I'm like, it's not dinner time. Why are you doing this? And I had to go upstairs and have my wife help me, safely get her off. And she's just like, what? I go, yeah, she's been like that for like 10 minutes now. Like, what? Yeah, just take them off of me and
yeah,
and they're good to go. But that was a food bite. That snake was hungry, so I fed that night,
yeah. And then
Right.
I think with snake bites, it hurts less than getting your finger poked, that machine where they test your blood and stuff.
Mhm.
I think a snake bite is less than that because their teeth are so sharp, it just goes in and out. It's when you get your finger poked, I mean, for me, it hurts more, or I get shots done. That hurts more than a snake bite. A snake bite is so minimal, any of that kind of stuff. That's what I tell people. For
Yeah,
me, anyways, I don't know about other people, but for me,
I agree. That's probably worse getting poked in the finger than a snake bite. The worst one that I had as far as a snake bite in the hand that actually hurt was one. It was an adult female. She was probably 2,500 grams. And she got me in the web of my hand. And so that's the only reason that really one kind of hurt somewhat. And it still wasn't that bad. But compared to all the other hand ones, yeah, those weren't. It's just more of you're scared when you see that strike. I think
you get startled.
You jerk
yeah,
out,
especially if you anticipate it.
Yeah, I had a female albino boa constrictor. She was about 7 foot and just nice as can be. But it was breeding season, and I was taking the male out. He was on one side, she was on the other. I was not paying attention to her. My mistake. I reached in to grab the male, and she latched onto me right there, like you're saying, right in the web. And it startled me that I jerked back, and her teeth were then stuck. And I was like, oh, man. So I put my hand forward. She let go, and that was it. And I got a few pinpricks, and I'm like, okay, that was a big snake. That didn't hurt that bad, but it was my fault. I wasn't paying attention. I was a heat source coming in, waking them up, So, yeah, it happens. But like I said, a dog, I've been bit there by dogs before that hurt 100 times more than that snake.
I agree.
I think my worst one was with a baby snake, and I pulled its teeth out, and it got stuck in my finger.
Yeah.
Because I jerked.
Yeah.
I didn't know. It scared me, my first baby snake, and got me in the finger. And then we had to pluck the teeth out of my finger, and we had to wait for a couple days for one to fester out. And now I know try not to jerk back when I get bit. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You got to try not to jerk back.
Yeah.
I still get startled. And I do that. It's like when you watch videos of other people that, oh, I got a bite. Yeah, whatever. I got a bite. There's a bite. It startles me. I jump.
Yeah. It's still that you often get, and I'm like, oh, I try not to do that because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to end up with their teeth in my finger for a long time. And
they're hard to see because they're somewhat translucent when they're babies, and you're trying to get those little teeth out of there. It's like, man, I can't see it. But I got a really, really funny. You got to turn that light back on. Bite story. They're automatic, and they turn off on their own if you don't move enough.
Our daughter.
Yeah, our daughter. We were having a graduation party for the daughter, and she come into the snake room to show everybody the snakes, and we're all outside. All the adults are outside, and all of a sudden the daughter comes running out, and she says, "I'm not a virgin anymore." And everybody's like, what? She goes, "Well, I just got my first snake bite."
Nice.
Oh, okay.
So we were all going, it's a snake bite. And
Yeah.
A little bit of a scare, huh? Like, whoa,
Yeah.
wait, hold on here. What do you mean?
Yeah.
So everybody in the whole entire party outside just died laughing. And she was like, "Oh!" We're all like on our ground on our knees. Like, what? Oh yeah, she knows how to throw things at us.
Mhm.
It's one of those true moments.
Yes, exactly. I was like, "Oh God, thank you."
You're about to be grounded the rest of your life.
Yes, exactly. That's
Yes.
what we were thinking.
Yeah, never gonna leave you alone again.
Yeah. Now Dad's got to pull out the shotgun.
Yeah.
Then I just have to decide which one.
Right.
Shotgun.
Choices.
Which one has numbers that the cops have? No, I mean I never said that.
Right. It was just jokes.
That's right.
Yep.
I gotta get this other guy out.
So, are you guys just breeding ball pythons, or is there other stuff that you have going on too?
We have children's pythons.
Nice.
What's the name of the pot?
Viper boas.
Boas.
Cool.
And Colombian rainbow boas. Actually, she just ovulated.
Nice.
I'll get her out in a second to show you, but
That was one of my favorites as a kid. I had a red tail boa was my first snake, but I always had a fascination for the rainbows.
Yeah, these are both Jolifixanthic Mojaves, and this one has the tiger gene. So if he'll open up, you can see the difference. That come on, see how it changes that pattern quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
Versus hers.
And then the other ones.
Yeah.
So the one has.
I just remembered these guys, so I had to show you some more exanthics.
Yeah, and one of them's tiger and one's not, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
And then let's see. This one is Exanthic Pastel Mojave. So it gives it, even though it's Exanthic, it brings in there. Get them together. A little bit of that. I'm going to say yellowy tint to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really nice though. I like that blushing in there.
Yeah. Put you in there.
Mojave's such a nice gene too. That's pretty cool putting tiger with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like it, and I know Will's definitely over there going crazy for it too.
Oh yeah.
Come on. Now this one has no Exanthic, but since we're on Mojave, that's a super Mojave pastel.
Oh,
get her up there. Okay. And she is really cool.
Yeah, I like that actually. It's like there's a little bit of color to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit on the top.
Yeah, it kind of takes away the gray, like the gray on the head that a super Mojave has.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me get that. Get her up. I'll get that. She's right here.
Definitely.
Come here, girl.
A lot of beautiful snakes. Oops, I think I double. I think my finger was hovering, and sometimes you know how you don't realize it. It maybe gets tired or something, and it like hits it, and you're like,
Balls.
"What happened? I didn't push it." And you're like, "Oh wait, maybe my finger got tired."
All right.
Ooh.
So this is the Colombian rainbow boa,
Ooh.
and
Nice.
yeah, we picked her up with a male, and she's a proven breeder. And the male's a proven breeder, and he's a T positive albino hypo.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah, and she's like, just put me down. I'm huge and uncomfortable, and she's really nice and oh, I keep forgetting where the camera is. She's really nice, and every time I've taken her out, just really nice. The male, he just tries to bite like he's a venomous critter. Bam, 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 bam.
Like Woma.
A wild child.
Yeah,
But she is so nice.
yeah. So this will be our first year with the Colombian rainbow buzz. Girl.
It's pretty.
Yeah, the
That's
colors
very
on it, and then you get her out in the sun, and they do have that shimmery. You know why they called them rainbows, because it
Like
does
that
shimmer
rainbow
really good.
color.
Yeah, it's got that nice iridescence to it.
That's beautiful.
Not real good.
What about
Yeah,
Martha?
Big D, what's up, bro?
Martha Brady?
Yeah, that's
I
a
did.
beautiful snake for sure.
I get Rupert out.
Oh, he's on my shoulder. See? Can we put her away?
I'll be right back, Will.
Where's Rupert at?
He's got it in front of you. Oh. Yeah, go right down.
So
Sit down.
what?
No.
No, she doesn't want to go back in her cage.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I want to be out and playing.
So, what advice would you guys give someone that's looking to get into the hobby or breed or just pet owner wise?
If it's going to be your first snake, whatever, or ever, not forever, but if it's your first snake, you're going to want to figure out what species you want, and then do the research on how to take care of that. And then if you get set up for that snake before you get it, because there's a lot of people that go, okay, I want that. What do I need? And then you got to sit there and kind of go, okay, all this other stuff. And like even a normal ball python, 20, 30 bucks, right? And you start telling it what they need. And they're like, well, that's like $200, $300, $400 worth of stuff. And, well, yeah, but that's a one, it's all a one-time purchase. So, but you have to have, you have to have the enclosure. You have to have some kind of heat source. You need a thermostat. Depending on what enclosure you have, you might need 2 heat sources or a bigger heat source, depending on how big the enclosure is. Bedding, water bowls, hides, all that stuff. There's a lot that goes into it before, or that you need to put that animal in to care for it. Because if you get it somewhere and it's not happy, it's not going to eat. And then people get upset if that snake doesn't eat, So that's kind of thing. Figure out what you want and then figure out what you need. Because a lot of the snakes need different temperatures, different humidity, different bedding. One works better than this one for that one, or
That's the snake to take care of, though.
The easiest snake to take care of.
Ball python.
I'd say a ball python. If you get one that's established and has been eating. That being said, if you get a ball python that has been eating and it goes to a new place, it could stop eating, or it could stop eating frozen thawed and go to live. Like I had a snake that would never eat frozen thawed, only live.
And
And I eventually sold that snake to somebody. And I was told that it eats frozen thawed as soon as he got it home.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah, that was Alice.
the atmosphere,
Yeah.
you know, of the snake and the environment it's at, and so people got to take that into consideration. You know, everything's going to be different, you know, between where we are and what you have there. It's
Yeah.
all going to change.
Yeah. And then like with ball pythons, so they're nocturnal. So I feed them at night. Whereas my boa constrictors, the retics, I can feed them anytime during the day. They're going to take it. So,
So, you know, it just depends on.
yeah. So the more information you have, the better. That's
Right.
kind of,
Education is key.
yeah, education is the key. And then if you are new to snakes, the other thing is, picking your species. Do you want one that's going to get 30 feet or one that's going to stay more manageable size? You know, you can do like a ball python is still going to get females, 5 to 6 foot. I think 6 foot is kind of on the big end from what I've been told. So a lot of people think that's huge, but a spotted python, I think ours are right around 30 inches, 36 maybe, but they're a lot thinner than a ball python, so they don't look as big.
Right.
But when you go to a boa constrictor, and you can get some boas that are I don't know if they classify them as dwarfs or whatever, but the different localities up in like Sonora and stuff, they're supposed to stay smaller, like 4 to 5 foot.
Mm-hmm.
What are the
And-
ones we have that are 12 feet long?
Red tail.
Retics.
And we have super dwarf retics that are approximately 12 feet long.
Yeah. I got me a little one.
Yeah, as snake people, we call them little. And what do you
Yeah.
consider little?
Yeah, right. Right. Yeah, true.
Very true.
So he's a 50% Kalatoa, but he's only like 3.
Like our darn enormous ones we have that we took out.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah, not like that new mainland one you just got there.
Yeah. And then like this is a spotted python.
Oh, look at that.
And it's a baby. So get it in the camera. There we go. So they're
cool.
they start out really, really small.
Like they look like a little
Earthworm. Yeah, she calls them the worm snakes.
It's like it's a miniature monsoon.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like that little guy.
Yeah, so we will have those available at the show.
Heck yeah. Where does something like that run?
We still have to sex some, and I think they're going to be around the $250 range.
Okay, not bad.
So it's not a bad price, but again, you have to have the setup for it.
Right.
What was he?
Spotted.
Spotted.
Yeah, let me get
a spotted nose.
The spotted pythons from Australia.
Oh, okay.
That's a baby, and we have adults.
Yeah, let me get.
What do they eat? Mainly like little fish, or
No, mice and stuff.
Mice.
Little pinky mice.
They eat little pinky mice.
Nice.
So this is a mother, and
she won't get any bigger than that.
This one here is actually head for granite. So it's
looks like an anaconda kind of.
Yeah. So they don't get very big. So the bigger the snake, and she's full of eggs too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice. You could see those lumps in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like don't mess with me. I'm coiled up. I said, I know. But
Right.
the other ones are still breeding, so I got to take you out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I'll get, like I said, we're not doing Stimson's pythons this year, so I'll get her out and just show you what she looks like. They're in the same family, Antaresia. And she thinks she's a retic when I get her out, but once I get her out, she's fun.
Yeah, she's funny.
Like,
But her color is totally different.
yeah. Don't you bite me, girl. Okay. And I know. And we'll be taking her to the show to kind of show the size what they get. But this is a Stimson's python, full grown. So she's a little bit bigger than the other girl. But we're not breeding her because she got egg bound last year. And she's hungry.
Had to get ready for surgery.
Yeah, see if we can still see the scars.
Let her take a year off to try to rebound.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
we had to, let's see, I'm trying to find, there's one right there. Is it coming in?
They took her to
Yeah.
WSU.
Yeah, up to WSU. And then there's another spot, right?
They did surgery on her.
Yeah. So I was able to get 15 eggs out of her, but there was just 2 that I could not get. And I tried everything. And I finally took her up to WSU and had them do it. And
First time they've ever had a snake like this.
Yeah, they were pretty excited because it was a new species for them to work on and educate up and coming vets.
Yeah. That's pretty neat.
So
Well, at least you guys got her taken care of and the eggs out of her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going in the light.
Look in there. And
What's that?
Oh, it's just amazing that I was going to say that she even had that something that small. That little girl had 15 eggs. Like, that's pretty wild.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
These ball pythons.
The spotted python that I showed you, the adult female, I think last year she had 8. I think she had 8 eggs. And then our other spotted python female, she had 15 eggs.
Oh, wow.
Don't you do it. I know you're hungry. You're getting fed tomorrow.
Is that the average what they typically have, 15?
I think it's somewhere around 10. 10 is average, so 15. I think I can't remember what it was, this to this, and 10 being average. But this girl here has given us between 10 and 15 every year.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Pretty neat looking, too. I like those.
Yeah.
They're pretty easy to take care of.
Yeah, they're pretty similar to a ball python, temperature and stuff. They don't need as much humidity. And they're more like arboreal. So if you have something where you can let them climb and stuff, then they will do that. So we have an enclosure upstairs by our couch, and we always change out the snake that's up there about every couple of weeks. It's like, all right, we're getting, because it's hard to sit here and watch all of them all the time as far as like what they're doing. But when you're sitting on the couch, watching dinner, talking with friends or whatever, and you have one there that you can watch, these ones move around quite a bit. The spotted pythons, the Stimson's pythons, little baby retics, boa constrictors, they move around quite a bit. The ball pythons, they don't start moving until nighttime, but they come out and they will move. Oh, she got me.
Oh,
yeah, I knew it. She's hungry.
She's hungry. She's in that hungry mode.
Yeah, I could tell when I got her out, but but I still wanted to show you.
Yeah, she's definitely a beautiful snake. I like all those spots and everything on her. That's pretty cool.
So
Yeah.
with the viper boas, do the viper boas move around much, or are they pretty like ball python-ish as far as just kind of just wanting to stick in one spot?
They are pretty much less than ball pythons.
Oh wow.
They either go sit in their water or they go sit on the hot side.
Oh,
And
wow.
the only movement they do is from one point to the other. And so they're interesting, but they look cool.
Nice.
The two we got were wild caught in 2017. And this will be their second breeding that I know about. But they are both still wild. So
wild temperament.
Yeah, they kind of have that temperament where if you touch me, I'm gonna bite you.
Yeah.
And
Right.
they're scared of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping everything goes smooth and we get babies and they give live birth. So live birth eggs are fun because you get like a little Christmas when the eggs are laid. Then you get a little Christmas when they hatch, right? And when you sit there and wait that long time for boas to give birth, it's like, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? And then you open them up and it's like, there you are. Look at them all.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the 1 year we had our albino hypo jungle female. She gave birth. It just happened to be the same day we had guys in here laying down our new floor.
Oh
And
man.
I opened it up and there was like 25 squirming babies and I'm taking them out and one of the guys come in and he screamed and went outside and
Mexicans running really fast because
he would not come back in until we had those things locked up.
He was gone. He's like, no way.
Mm-hmm. No, it was like, not coming back into your house. Not until you know it's all safe.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they were, yeah.
It was funny.
It was hilarious.
Oh, I bet. Seeing somebody just sprint dead out of there. I'm going. You didn't want no part of that.
This one.
I know. This one is
Ooh.
I gotta look up her numbers again, but she's 80. Superdorf retic. I want to say 87. I got all the numbers wrote down somewhere. 87 some odd percent is what I think it is. But she is a phantom marble.
Oh,
And she
wow.
is
Nice.
Yeah,
she
you got the
is
marble.
gorgeous. Yeah. She's one of the most out of all the retics we have now. She is, I'm gonna say, the most gentlest. Gentle. It's the one that I get out all the time. And I'm like, she's my friend, right? She just wants to play and look around and
Huh. I wonder, is that Kaiwati or is it Kalatoa?
Kalatoa. And
Kalatoa.
Right here. I believe there's a percentage of Kalatoa, and then part of that is Jampeo.
Oh,
I have
Japan.
it all wrote down in one of the books somewhere, but I keep meaning to put it on my little tags, and I have it on some, but not all of them.
Right. Pretty. I love retics.
Yeah, and she is her age. I have that wrote down too. She might be 2 years old now.
Right. Gonna make pretty babies, that's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, get off the way. And then, we have
really like golden childs.
Oh, okay. We'll do golden child. Step aside. I'll do this one golden child first. So this guy is a purple Motley Tiger golden child, het for snow, and he's like 62 point something % on the super dwarf side.
Nice.
Everybody. So he's the one that I think I'm going to breed to her. Come here. Don't. He's kind of. Don't be grumpy with me, buddy. But this is him right here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he is.
Man.
He is smoking hot. What's up, buddy?
Just totally wiped out the sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's neat.
And then turn it to the
Like how
camera.
it's washed out like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He is pretty slick.
And what's all in him?
Let's see. So he's a purple albino, Motley, Tiger, golden child, and then het anery.
Damn, all nice stuff. I'm not
Yeah.
super big in retics. Like, I'm a berm guy, but I know, like, you know, I've known about snakes for a long time, all these different genes or, you know, different snakes, but those are all really nice genes right there. All ones that I'm pretty familiar with that I've looked at retics long enough. And
This, and then we got.
like purple albino, that's pretty cool.
Okay.
And then that golden child, that seems like everybody loves that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Even though, like,
man.
I don't have retics, like that's always one that stood out to me that I liked, and then I've noticed like a lot of people were into it.
So we got these two, and they're let's see, 31.25% Calatoa and 43.75% Jampea.
Ooh.
This
Those I'm
one
not
is
familiar with.
the what?
Oh, I was just saying those I'm not familiar with too much.
Localities. They're
Yeah, those are
localities.
the localities. So this one is a golden child, anery.
Oh. Nice.
And then this is a golden child platinum anery. So you can see
Nice.
the difference that platinum brings into it.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right, buddy. And both females.
Oh, sweet.
I say buddy.
Put a nice meal with those two girls, and
Get in there. Okay, I actually don't want to get off me.
Yeah. Oh,
Get in
I
there.
can't wait till the 4th because I'm pretty sure Brian Watkins is going to be over there,
oh, nice.
and
Yeah.
he's got cool stuff he does with a lot of these super dwarfs.
Nice. That'd be interesting to see. Like to see some pictures or video.
And you like
Ooh,
burns.
That's pretty.
Heck yeah.
So this one, why are you so squirmy today? This is the albino granite.
Nice.
Right here.
Granite's such a beautiful gene, and albino too. I mean, obviously that's one of the OGs that everybody loves,
Yep.
but I love granite in the berms. And labyrinth, I was never really into, and I have a lot more respect over the past like 3-4 years where I wanted to get labyrinth.
Right?
And that's a boy, right?
Yeah, this is a male. I got him to breed to my female that's an albino het granite. And then I bred when he's old enough, of course. And I've had that albino female for somewhere around 10 years. And I bred her to a double het albino green. last year, and she proved out to also be green, because we had one albino greens and albinos, and then
Nice.
of course everything's possible het for granted, all those babies. And
Wow.
That's awesome.
yeah, so they're just awesome. But here, oh, you just shed.
Are you pretty big on the greens, the patternless?
I really like them. I know you're gonna hiss at me. This is our little male labyrinth.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
my
albino.
goodness.
And
Oh, man.
he's got a little oddity, whatever you want to say. He will only eat birds.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, so I got to get little chicks for him. Chicks and quails is what he gets.
God, I just love the pattern.
Yeah,
So,
it's neat,
yeah,
man.
really cool.
It's kind of puzzle-ish in a sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love puzzles too.
I need to get into the puzzle a little more.
Yeah, I just got that beautiful puzzle you've seen.
Mhm.
I love that boy, man. He's definitely gonna be putting some work in for me.
You're gonna poop. And this is a green posset, or 50% posset albino, and then posset granite. Our last baby out of 19 eggs from last year.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
That's
and
pretty.
he will only eat birds too. He'll take a live rat, but
Oh,
he will
wow.
not take a frozen thawed rat.
Look at that.
That's
That's
what's
so
cool
cool.
is those greens are like a freeway in a sense. It's got those blotches that just go down the dorsal.
Good boy.
Kind of got that little bit of a greenish tint going too.
Good. He's
I
there.
really want a berm.
Oh, for sure, man. I love them like
He's for sale.
I love all animals, right? It doesn't matter what it is, reptiles, dogs, whatever. But like snakes, I'm a big berm guy. I love my berms. But I got that respect too for the retics. You know, it's like the retics, if you want something that's going to be bigger, like longer, the retic's the way to go. If you want something more bulkier and fatter, then the berm is going to be the way to go, where the retic's going to be more slender but longer. But then the retic, if you want something that's more calm and relaxed and chill, you need to get that berm. They'll just sit there and chill with you and watch TV. The retics, it's like they're more motivated and wanting to just move and move. So
yeah, they want to check everything out.
yeah, it's all, I guess, a little bit of whatever your taste is, you know. Both beautiful snakes, though. I wouldn't, if I had the room and the space and the money, I would get me some retics. One day, maybe I will have one. Oh, I like
Pretty.
that.
This
I almost
guy
thought that was two of them.
he's a 50% Kalatoa platinum retic, and he is, let's see, he's 5 years old now.
Nice.
So, and I feed these guys everything from pigs, chickens, rabbits, rats, guinea pigs. Yeah. And he eats everything.
Nice. He's
And
gorgeous, man. I like
he's just
him.
a puppy dog too. Huh.
Yep. Yeah, I do the same with mine, man.
Just
Once I
chill
get this
and
shop built,
relax.
once I get that shop built, I'll be getting me a berm.
Right?
Well, I mean, I was supposed to never have a blood. I got a blood. I was never supposed to have a retic. I got a retic. So I'm being told I can't have a berm. So I'll get a berm.
Well, I just found out bad news earlier, Will. I really have to watch out getting any more stuff. They want to do a check on my house and everything. So here in a few weeks, they're going to be checking it.
Is that for like a rental or something?
Yeah. Yeah, the real estate company called today and was like, hey, the owner wants to do a check. I was like, all right, let me go get everything prepared and moved.
Right.
Well, luckily you don't have a
At least
whole
they
lot,
give you time, right? Not do it like a surprise show
Yeah.
up.
Right.
All right, buddy.
Yeah, he's definitely a good looking snake, man. I like that.
Get in there.
Thank God we own our own place. So I don't
Yeah.
have to worry about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a shop that I used to do taxidermy in,
Oh wow.
and I don't do the taxidermy anymore, so I just gotta build up the walls and insulate it so it's not it doesn't get too hot, and then in the wintertime it doesn't get too cold. So it's kind of on my list to do that because that'll give me a lot more room here. More room means more snakes, right?
Exactly. Smart thinking.
No, don't encourage him. Don't encourage him. No.
It's funny because that's what I'm getting ready to do too. I got to go in the reptile room and move a bunch of things out. I had a couple of salt tanks and they're no longer used, so I got to move those out and some other things and make some more room for
Very
some
sneaky.
rats.
And this is a
With the
doom roll
boat.
bow.
Nice. Can't go wrong with the doom roll.
No, she's really nice, except when it comes time to you open that up with food and she's after it. Bam.
Ready to smack it, huh?
Yeah.
See, that's one thing I need to educate myself more on is boas. I don't know much about boas.
Yeah. And I haven't even, a boa was my first snake and I love them. I'm going to get back into them eventually in a few years, but even I need to re-educate myself back on things and learn some of the different genes and all that again. It's been a while. Like I started looking about 3-4 years ago, something like that, 2-3 years back, and I started getting some of that stuff in my head again, but then it's been a while, so I need to get back on it. And
Like I like those what are they, like lipstick sun glows or something like that?
yeah,
And I really like the I guess they call them true red tails.
yeah, that's what my first snake was a true red tail. I want to get like you said, I want to find like maybe like a lipstick, like sun glow, like anuary with some jungle in there or something like that.
Is that what she is?
No, this girl here is let's see, hypo motley, poshet, lipstick albino.
Ooh.
And she was bred to a she's poshet, lipstick albino, normal, but it looks like he might be like a square tail. So I'm trying to learn all about that and get that figured out. And she is I'm not going to keep her out very long, but she's due.
Yeah.
She's due to drop in May.
Okay, right around the corner, another month or so.
Yeah, and this will be her first litter. Are you hungry again? She hasn't been eating because she's been knocked up or whatever, but
Right.
I think she's ready to finally take a meal again.
Heck yeah.
I have some females that they'll eat the entire time, and then others they stop eating.
Right.
So I offer, and if they don't want it, then it goes to somebody else. Or usually I'll feed the boas one day, the retics the next. And if a boa doesn't want one, I can give it to a retic. And then the next night, if for whatever reason a retic doesn't want to eat, a boa can have it. So nothing's going to waste.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Heck yeah.
Plenty of disposals.
yeah.
Man, that's beautiful. I love that marking on it.
Oh, I do too.
And then
Oldish look.
let's see, the hypo motley is allelic. So every baby will either be hypo or motley. That's the other thing about it.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
alleles are the way to go, man.
Right.
No. Yeah. And she's one I actually produced in 2019. Okay, we gotta look at that. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Let's see if
Heck yeah.
let's see if this.
Getting to see a lot of cool snakes tonight. We definitely appreciate it.
Where are you at?
Yeah, definitely.
Bunch of cool, cold-blooded critters for sure.
I'm trying to see if these ones want to be messed with or not.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask too. When we were talking about the viper boas, do they have to have any kind of certain setup that's different than anything else, or are they kind of similar to?
They got to have water, so you got to have a big enough. They spend most of their time in the water.
Okay.
The Colombian rainbows also need enough water, because if they don't have enough humidity, they'll actually dry out and die.
Oh wow. Okay.
So yeah, so you have to be on them. Let's see. Get one of these little nippers out.
It's interesting always learning new species and stuff, man, like what you got to do and everything. It's always, sometimes I think we like to feel, at least for my part, I could say like to think I'm an expert at things and all that, but I do know and understand that when I get something new, I have to do my research in it and learn what temps and whatever else, right? The whole husbandry on that. So
Okay, let me see if she'll allow me to pick her up here. No. Okay, settle down.
like I've had turtles, I wouldn't even feel comfortable telling anybody how to raise a turtle.
I almost bought one of these the last show we had over here in Kennewick.
I know you're gonna strike, aren't you? Hold on.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah, she does not like to be handled at all.
Feeling
no.
feisty.
And she's pregnant too, so
Oh, that's why.
kind of another thing. But they have, I read that they have like a 9-month or 10-month gestation.
Oh
So
wow.
it's like, all right. So we might find out next year if she's actually pregnant, you know. Come here, girl.
Wow.
Let me show everybody
That's
what she looks like. I just don't want to get bit, but
Oh no, I hear you. God. those
Yeah,
are
no
so
worries.
cute.
yeah, there she is. All right. I'll put her back.
Yeah,
so
you're good. There you go.
not making
That's so cool.
Yeah, if you're not comfortable or she's not ready or whatever, hey, we understand.
We're coming up on 2 hours right now.
Went pretty quick, man. Enjoying
Yeah.
all these awesome animals. I didn't
Time
even.
flies when you're seeing all the beautiful stuff, huh?
Yeah, it did. I thought it only been like maybe an hour or something.
Yeah, yeah. We've gone on average about an hour and a half, 2 hours with people, but towards the 2 hour side's kind of pushing it.
Right.
But we have done it, and it was kind of hard because there's so many cool animals that they got, you know, and it's like,
Ooh, here we
hey,
go.
we don't mind if we see
It's hard. Yeah, so this Golden Child, Het Orange Ghost, Het for Indo Caramel, and then possible, there's a couple other possibles in there. And this guy is no super dwarf in this guy at all.
nice.
Oh wow.
So I don't know.
I like that. Goldish.
Time for bed. The light that it's actually on a timer went out.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, get your head
Okay, so
up there. It is.
that's mainland, huh?
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah.
he's one of the 5 that the wife hasn't seen yet. And she just left it. She didn't go either. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Get your head up there, buddy.
Look at that line. Oh man.
Yeah. And he's still a little jumpy. When I got him, he was a little bit nippy. And but right now he's like taming down a lot more. And it's like, I tell everybody with the bigger snakes, you want to, hook train them. And I do that with all of them. It's like, as soon as I touch them with the hook, it's like they kind of know. And he's learned that in the short time I've had him, that, okay, I'm good to go. I'll come out and play,
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Cool, man.
That's
Very
nice.
cool.
Yeah.
Makes me want to get a retake now.
Yeah. Everybody should have a retake.
Right? Can't go wrong with one, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So I like them all. I have a hard time. I produce every ball python clutch. It's like, ooh, we should keep this one. Ooh, we should keep that one. It's like I just have a hard time deciding. Okay, am I gonna keep it? Because you got choices, right? You keep this one that has more genetics to put to your stuff in the future, or sell it and then buy something else that might, add to your collection.
Right.
What do I do? And when I ask my wife, of course, she goes, sell it. Sell it. Yeah. Yeah. So it's fun. And she gets, I'm not going to say irritated, but I'll come to her and be like, hey, there's a snake over there. I think we need it. She's just like, all right, if you think we need it. Oh, yeah, we do.
We definitely need it.
Definitely need that one. Yeah.
It's hard, man. There's so many cool stuff out there, right? And when you don't have a certain gene, or even if you do, and there's multiple in there that can set you up further. I mean, yeah. Like I said, I just got 4 in yesterday. I've got another like 5 or 6 coming at least, and it's all stuff that I could use that I've been wanting that really sets me up there. Like I got a 1.1 paint that came in, or het paint pair that came in. So that was all on a $500 credit that I won on a spin to win. And then I ended up getting a pastel calico / sugar. With
calico and sugar are basically the same thing. So it's
correct.
Either calico or sugar.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, this is that one.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's definitely calico or sugar.
I'm thinking it might be sugar because of how high white it is, which I know I've seen calicos out there that are pretty high white too, but I think this one might be sugar. But either way, I don't care. I wouldn't mind the sugar just because I have calico already, but
right. Well, see, I personally think that sugar is just another line of calico. Because
that's what it is. It really is.
Said, I've got this girl here. This is a calico, but look how high that white is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why it's hard too, because I've heard plenty of people say like the sugars are more high white, but like I said, I've seen many of calicos that are very high white, just like you showed me. So it's really hard to say on that one.
Oh, you got stuck shed, girl. Come on.
I definitely want to get her tested just to see what she comes up.
This is the mother of those Exantic calicos, and you can see she is not high white at all.
No.
Very, very low. But those babies are extremely high.
And they both look good, honestly. That's why I like having a high white pie or a high white calico and a low white calico.
Right.
See, that one's nice too.
Yeah. And she's the mother of this one.
Oh, nice.
Wednesday.
I like how dark that black is in there with that calico, man.
Yeah.
This is one of her babies too.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's neat.
Yeah. Oh man, that one is smoking.
And I proved out the head Exanthic in it too. So
Oh, yeah?
Perfect.
Yeah. But yeah, she's a smoke show. I love her.
Yeah, there's possible Spectre and OD in this one too.
Okay. Okay. And here's another one: pastel, spider, calico. When she was actually born, I actually thought she was axanthic, but she has since brought in a lot of this yellowing
Mm-hmm.
has come in as she ages. It's weird. So it's like, okay, she
Nice.
must not be axanthic with all that yellow, but she is. I mean, I just love the spider gene added into this stuff, you know.
Right.
Oh, absolutely. Calico or spider alone, beautiful, amazing gene you got to have. You put them both
Yeah.
together. Phew,
Yeah.
That's one of the babies.
that's
Oh,
nice.
that's nice. And that's axanthic, Mojave.
So pastel, Mojave, Joliffe Xanthic.
Okay.
And then this one, I don't think got the Xanthic, but it got the Calico. But I could be wrong.
Right. Yeah. I'd have to see it in person because it kind of looks like the pattern on the back kind of looks axanthic to me.
See, and that's me too, but look at the head. I don't know if we can.
But
A little
it's
white.
yeah,
It's wild, man.
that kind of that to me that kind of hints to axanthic, but like I said, a lot of that yellowing on the side, that's kind of like
Right.
that one I just had out that had the when it was born, it was silver.
Yeah.
And then as soon as it started aging, it started throwing some of that yellow in that makes it really awesome too, I think. But
Right.
Yeah, they're holdbacks for sure.
Oh, heck yeah.
yeah, those are nice ones.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, nice example
I got
for
both
sure.
and I got both the parents from you. So these are
Perfect. Who was the dad on that one?
So let's see. I have a pastel. He's a pastel Mojave head axanthic. And then the mom was the pastel calico head axanthic. And the pastel calico came from the spider you have. The
Wednesday.
Yeah. Yep. Wednesday was the mom.
Good. Cool.
Heck yeah. I'm gonna throw up a couple commercials real quick.
Operation Deeds, Not Words 2 is dedicated to empowering and uplifting disabled veterans and first responders through unwavering support, meaningful resources, and real opportunities that honor their service and sacrifice. Our mission is to build a thriving, impactful organization driven by the shared vision, commitment, and accountability of our team, because when we work together, there is no ceiling on what we can accomplish.
We are equally committed to the growth of our team members, actively encouraging them to expand their voices, followings, and businesses as essential pillars of our mission. Being part of Operation Deeds, Not Words reflects great credit upon our members, uniting communities in the Fat Man Nation. Green Line morphs under a shared purpose rooted in service, resilience, and action-driven impact. Deeds, not words.
And we got one more left with the 35-second video. Make sure you go out to the Deeds Not Words campaign and get yourself a shirt or a beanie or one of the packages out there. Goes for a good cause to support our military vets or our first responders. And then shout out to our sponsors, Chris Eaton and from the Fat Man Nation and Michael from Platinum Morphs. And shout out to Jay from Green Line. He's part of that campaign too that's doing that, and Shauna. So we appreciate you guys. You guys are all awesome. I don't think we have too much more. We've been rocking for a couple hours. Is there any way that people could get a hold of you or check out any of your stuff, like a Morph Market or IG?
Let's see. I don't have anything on Morph Market yet. I just got the account running. Let's see. We're on Facebook, Cold Blooded Critters, Instagram, and YouTube. Yeah.
YouTube.
Nice.
Yeah. We try to make little videos when the eggs are laid or they hatch or little stuff like that, or we're at an expo. And I am no good with editing, so everything is pretty much raw and uncut. It is what it is.
Hey, that's the best way, man. I like that. It's all raw. There's nothing cut out and trying to make it look all. No, you're gonna see the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything.
Yeah, it's all there. I've tried to do that editing, and I'll spend 12, 15, 20 hours on the computer. I'll get back to it the next day. I'm like, all right, I'm done. It's just going to be what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot, man. It's definitely hard to go back and try to.
Well, see, I'm a weirdo, and I like.
Did I reach over?
What'd you say, Will?
Yes.
Oh, I said I'm the weirdo. I like to do all that editing and stuff. I'm in.
Oh, yeah.
I do all. Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Do you guys have any clutches coming up here pretty soon?
Let's see. Nothing's going to hatch yet. We've only got one in the incubator. But I have a few. I kind of scaled back on my ball python breeding this year. So I do have a few girls that are ready to lay. And then the boa constrictor, I think there's 3 of them that are pregnant. The viper boas, the rainbow boa, and hopefully my berms will get knocked up again this year.
Nice.
Heck yeah, well, good luck with that, man. Hopefully it all works out. Like to see some berms and everything.
The python is pregnant too, so.
Nice.
Yeah, so.
That's pretty cool.
So we'll have a few clutches of different species.
Awesome.
Heck yeah. Well, we can't wait to see what you guys produce and pop out. We'll definitely stay tuned for that.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, make sure you guys all give them a follow on Instagram and YouTube and all that. Subscribe. Make sure you guys go support USARC, man. They help out with our reptile needs to fight against everybody that the state or city or whoever else that wants to try to take our rights from us. So make sure you guys support USARC. Get yourself a membership. Even if you can't afford a membership, go out and donate $20, $10, $5, $1, whatever it is you can. Again, it helps out. They have attorneys and everything that fight and go to court and all that. And what starts in one state just kind of domino effects down to another state. And so that really helps out. So make sure you guys do that. Again, make sure you go out to Operation Deeds Not Words also and get yourself a beanie or shirt. Tomorrow, make sure you come out. We got the Thunderdome going at 2 p.m. Pacific or 5 Eastern. So I'll be showing off some snakes over there. And you never know who's going to pop in. We always got different people coming in there. So make sure you guys come out tomorrow and watch that. And then you got Chris, the Fat Man Nation, actually rocking on Sunday. So make sure you go out and watch him. You got Jared too from Jim Exotics. He's got his show going, always awesome. And then also on Saturday you have, or Sunday, you've got Fred and AJ from FNA. So make sure you guys go watch them and get yourself some credit. And then of course you got the Morphs family got the No Remorse on Wednesday. They'll start back on Saturday. So they'll be back in action. And I don't know if you got anything to say, Will or Kevin.
I just appreciate that you came on and spent some of your very busy time with us. Time is a very important thing to people, and the fact that you came on and spent some time with us, I truly appreciate that, and everything that you guys have shown us, as well as what you do for the hobby and the community. You really do inspire. You inspired me. I mean, I only had maybe 1 or 2 snakes when I first met you, and now I'm almost at like 90. So you are the man to me, sir. And just everyone out there, just stay positive. Progression is key, and just make sure that you always educate yourself.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for all that. Yeah. And if you keep me talking, I'm going to pull out another snake, so I better not say it.
Right. Yeah. Like Will said, we definitely appreciate you, Kevin, jumping on here with us and everything. And that was awesome. Got a chance to see all the awesome stuff you work with and everything, and talk with you and get to know you a little bit better. And we definitely appreciate everybody that came out and watched and everything that's in the chat. You guys are all awesome. You guys rock. Make sure that you guys stay safe, enjoy your weekend, keep grinding, keep hustling. And until next time, that'll be it. We'll see you again.
Perfect. Y'all have a good evening then.
Definitely. Peace out. As soon as it goes.